My cannonballs are back for a short one, a very, very short one. You guys, I just came back from taking care of some business. You guys, the prices is crazy. Like for this anesthesia, it's $350. Then the moment that I get there, it's $100. Then I forgot the paperwork is in the house. I forgot, but then I gotta do another $250 for something else. I am just hurt. I am just really hurt. I'm like, man, what more do they want from my brother? But it's all right. I'm trying to get my best to get it handled. Hell, that's why I'm hoping and praying that a lot of the gigs that I'm looking out for, waiting for the for callbacks, that because I've been calling them too. I can't wait so they can just say, hey, we need you, and I'm coming. I'm coming. Whether I have, you know, enough gas money or not, I will be making my way down, to them, so I can get a couple of chicks. I don't mind it. I don't mind, but I just was not expecting, these prices. Like, oh my goodness, I hate that. It's like that. I wish my insurance would cover a little bit of it all. But they're not. It's all right. Hey, trucker's wife. It's all right. They're not gonna cover it all. So whatever they do cover, they will definitely help me out because that hurt my soul this evening. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. It hurt my soul. Yes, indeed. And you know what, you guys? Also, I did see another response. Another response from another person that is upset at me about he caused. Hey, it is what it is. Don't be upset at me because I called out something that you did and I didn't appreciate it. You know. Now, had I been so, silly minded and letting you try to disrespect me in that type of manner, you know, I wouldn't made any videos. I would have just been like, cool, go ahead. That's what I would have been like. But I decided to just, confront you about your actions. Now, you can be all mad and puffy and call me this and call me that. That still ain't hitting on anything around me because I'm still going to sleep peacefully. And you do know, if I have little challenges, they can be fixed. They really can be fixed, sir. I don't have to get on here and make fun of what you're going through. I would hope that you can make it out of it. Honestly, um, I'm not really, in that whole headspace of fighting. I'm trying to get stuff. I'm trying to get my things done. But at the same time, if you want a few rebuttals, I don't mind giving you a few rebuttals. But just know, I'm not tolerating disrespect like that from anybody. I'm not. You'll be all right. I think you'll be all right. You know, at some point, it's best for you to, I think, take a few breaks too off of YouTube because you're another person that seems to, you know, have these bipolar spells where one minute you want to join them and then the next minute you want to just try to go against them. And it's like, damn, can you make your mind up? I thought you said you hated this person. I thought you didn't like this person, but all of a sudden you're back over there with that person constantly over and over and over again. Now that would get on my nerves. You say I've been getting on your nerves. I can't tell because you've been dropping down in the chat a few times since I've been getting on your nerves. But I don't think I have been getting on your nerves. I think you just wanted me to just fold up like a little punk bitch, and I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna be folding up. I couldn't. Hey, outspoken. I couldn't be folding up to you like that in that way. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I couldn't, and I had to be honest with you. I'd rather be honest with you than I'd rather tell you the truth than lie to you. And now you and that other bozo over there, it's just something how I gotta laugh at him. I have to laugh at him because he a whole joke to me in my eyes at this point. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. Whole joke. He another one. Y'all two act kind of like similar, the same a little bit, except you know how to control your attitude, I guess, in person, not too much online. Because I could tell you're a very, very emotional person too as well. which is understandable. Everybody have a little sensitivity, and you know, me a little sensitive, you know, and it is what it is. Look. So just because I'm a Cancer, doesn't I'm a crybaby. I'm not too much shit. And I don't like too much crying. But like I was saying, you two are kind of like the same, and you know, it's something how y'all both can talk trash about each other, and then all of a sudden want to be bosom buddies, you know, be bosoms. But are we the best of friends? I want to meet you. I want to meet you. The nigga was just calling you dumb, stupid, and just all sorts of names. And now you want to meet a person. You need to wake up. Okay? You meet the look, you mess around and have an episode and y'all both being up in jail probably. And that's another thing too. I never met anybody so eager to be in jail again if they feel the need to be feeling froggy, you know, again. I never met anybody like that. But it's all right. If you want to lose your livelihood and all of what you got going on for yourself, go right ahead. Risk it. Risk it all. Risk it all. Honestly, I don't understand how one person can make you that upset. Can trigger you to want to just do this and do that. Do you know how many motherfuckers I done been around in my life that has made me upset on the inside? But I knew, you know, if I done the opposite of what I should not have done, things could have ended very badly for me. Sometimes you gotta walk away, but obviously, you know what? You haven't met your match yet. You haven't met that person that's gonna put you on your ass. It's gonna put you on your ass, and they're gonna have you all swole up and shit. You know, you haven't met that person yet. You just haven't. But oh boy, every dog has their day. Yes, indeed, they will have their day. They will have their day. Yes, indeed, they will have their day, and I can't wait for that day, because then you will see how it feels. You'll see how it feels. If you make it out of it, honestly. Because with a mouth like yours, a nigga, look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real with you. A mouth like yours, a nigga out here that's on that shit would have been done took you out of here. They would have had you somewhere smelling, you know. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Like people around here, they don't, you know, it's like any other city, any other place where you may go. You run across the right one. You know, you run across the right one, and your ass will be, you know, gone to glory before your original death date. You know, thank goodness I ain't on that. Just, you know, but I ain't gonna lie, I will get on that if I have to, just for my own protection. Shit, if anybody trying to come at me with weapons or trying to harm me, hey, if I got my license to carry, I'm fine with that. I can just put it on out. Bam, you're getting gunned down. Yes, indeed. That's only if they got another weapon, you know, like mine. You know, you got to be smart about it. But yeah, breaking in somewhere, you know, if anywhere, shit, you have a right. My email here for it. I don't. Okay, I'll try. I check it. I don't know what you're sending me, but I'll check it though. I will check it. Yeah, exactly. They seek validation from strangers. They really do. I don't understand it. I don't be understanding it. It's ridiculous. I ain't never met a large amount of people that want seen and want to be heard so much, and want their names to be out there in such a good way. You know, I don't desire that. That's why I'd rather be in the cut. I'm fine with a small audience. I don't need all them those big numbers over here. I don't need that at all. I don't need it at all. At all. If I wanted it, I would have been doing things mean to get them. Honestly, you know, and that, you know, and this is another thing too. I never wanted to pretend. If I was in a relationship with anybody, let's have a fake fight. I never want to do any skits, because you know when you do skits, you allow other things to come along with those skits, which is going to be some real life, you know, stuff. Like you may say something out the way, or even though you may be joking, but hell, to the other party, it may come off like, oh, you meant you meant that, didn't you? You know, that's why I never really wanted to play in that type of way, because you know it just opened up a door for that type of energy to come around, you know. Like I seen it with people on YouTube, like they act like they finna break up, and then next couple of following months or couple of years later on down the line, they finna get a divorce or they done broke up, and they gonna stretch the story out, long, telling each side. I done seen it too many. I done seen it a lot happen in the gay community. I haven't seen too many heterosexuals do this on YouTube, but I'm sure they do it. But I see a lot of it, with the lesbians and with the gay boys. Yes, indeed. I sure see it. I'm like, man, I don't want to do. I don't want to be out here pretending, and let's do it for numbers. Hell no, for what? That's not funny to me. Because if you say something out the way, I'm gonna know that in my mind, that's really how you've been. That's really how you've been feeling the whole entire time since I've been around you. And I'm glad that people love to tell me how they really truly feel about me, even though I have already got a little question in my head on how you feel, but you don't know that. I know. I just know that. I'm not gonna tell you that I know that already though from you. That's the secret. That's the sneaky part within me. I'm already peeping game a lot ahead of time than other people are. Yes, indeed. I don't say much. Just like I wasn't saying much on here. I wasn't saying a whole lot. Okay. I knew how to play that card. And I'm still playing it to this day. A lot of folks want to know this and know that. Psh. Yeah, I can say this and say that, but at the same time, it ain't gonna change anything. It's just gonna have people in people business. Even though my business have been put out there already, so hell, it is what it is. Some was, some of it was true, and some of it wasn't not so true, honestly. But it is what it is. Hey, YouTube cameras, it is what it is. I mean, I can't take it back. But hell, what goes around comes around, and hopefully some of these individuals can deal with their own karma, because I'm a nice individual. I don't try to cause harm upon anybody. I don't even harass anybody. I really don't. Like I said a few videos ago, when I know it's time to cut the cord, it's time to cut the cord. It's okay, Like even now, it's somebody that want to maybe try to even just be a friend to me, but when it comes to what I'm dealing with mentally, I ain't trying to take it in. I told them that too. I said, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste your time. Yeah, it may feel good in the moments, because I haven't been sexually involved with this person. We ain't nobody doing no penetration. Thank goodness, because I don't want to be penetrated, and I ain't trying to. And two, I ain't trying to do the penetration. I'm not. Yes, protect your peace. I'm not doing all. Therefore, it's just like we can have a talk. We can go out for coffee. What's wrong with coffee? I like coffee. I don't mind going to the ice cream shop. I don't mind doing just random things out of your norm. I don't mind those things, but all that the whole you my baby and all that stuff. I'm not ready for that type of talk yet. Because I got to get to know you. You may show me bits and pieces of you when I'm around you, but I still don't know you. Just like you don't know me, just like you don't know what turns me on, what turns me off, Because I want people to give me their undivided attention. I don't need you off in your phone or, barely even listening. Now, I do talk very, very low, you guys. And I'm trying to work on that. It's a habit. Talk very, very low at times. So I'm trying to work on, pronunciating my words. Since they say I have a hard time talking and I stutter when I talk. So, I'm working on that. I'm working on that. On my speech. Yes, indeed. But it'll be all right, though. Shoot, I'm not ashamed of it. At the end of the damn day, that can be fixed. Back now, we're back. But yeah, a lot of folks be thinking, oh, I'm going to be all upset about this person saying this and saying that. No, but, one person can't really even talk about me because at the end of the damn day, we both was in the same situation, and like I know, you ain't wrapped too tight, and you need those assistants. Whether you want to work or not, you need those assistants. So you don't lose your life out here. Yes, indeed. I was just trying to be a help. But you know what? Being a help to people, it don't mean nothing nowadays. It don't mean nothing. So it's best to just continue to help yourself before you can even try to attempt to help somebody else. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's the truth. That is the truth. It may sound a little harsh, but it's the truth. Shoot. Sometimes you gotta stop going out the way trying to see if you can change a person to act accordingly. It's like, forget that, because you look, they'll be taking you down through there. They would. They would. And you'd be like, man, am I crazy? Thank goodness thank goodness I had to break away from that. Yes, indeed. I feel so happy from that. You know, it's the truth. I'm good. I am good, and there is no future plans on returning back to hell. Okay, I don't want to be around any demons. You know, because I believe I came in contact with a demon. You know, a demonic force, baby, a demonic demon. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like some people that have mental issue, they might be a little bit possessed. You know what I'm saying, with something. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just to see how they turn it on and turn it off. You know, now there is moments where they may have an episode, but it's funny how they can turn it on and turn it off. A lot of them turn it on and turn it off a lot, just to get away with, with their bad behavior. They're not fooling me out there though. I would suggest anybody out there, pick something up and knock the hell out of them, knock them back into some sense. You hear me? Knock their asses out. Knock them out. Then look, they'll learn. Then they would. They sure would. Don't feel bad about it. If you see blood, baby, you see before the blood. Okay, before they would start acting crazy. But look, before the blood came even out and they was acting crazy, come on now, let's do that. I'm just saying, knock them out. Yes, indeed. Sometimes they need a dosage of reality again. Like, you will get your ass beat too. You get your ass beat. You say you crazy. You say you need medicine and counseling. Well, baby, get on it quick, fast, and in a hurry so you don't be in that situation ever again. Shit. Hell, I'm a survivor. And I'm still gonna be able to make it without the counseling and the medicine. I don't need that shit fucking up my organs. Hell, I don't even take too many pain pills. Only time I take pain pills is if I can't really endure the pain. But my tolerance for pain is kind of high, so therefore, I let it wear off. I have learned that being around a few people that don't like taking pills. I don't take really anything, but I'm gonna try to change that. Try to take a few vitamins, but I don't usually take anything. I usually watch what I eat. Whatever I'm intake. If I had a bad day of partaking in some foods that I should not have been partaking in, I put myself on a restriction. Put myself on a restriction and don't go overboard with it, because I don't want my pressure to be up from the foods that I'm consuming. Because I can tell when my pressure's up. I can tell. It's a feeling. It's a feeling that you get in your body. It's almost feel like your blood is racing a little bit. It's a feeling. That's how you kind of did a little bit too much. Then you can look at your arm, see them veins moving kind of rapidly. That's another sign. Another telltale sign that your pressure's up. And you got to get that shit down. Drink some water. Forget that Coke or that Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? But see, I know when things are not right. Like, had I had anything, you guys, and I know you don't have to have any symptoms, but if I knew something was going on with my body, I would have been straight to the doctor. Yes, indeed. And I still go to this day. When I feel like, oh, something ain't right. I check for downstairs too. You gotta check downstairs, make sure that's right. I don't care. I don't care what the case may be. Always check. Get that stuff checked out, and let's just make sure you are good and A1. Yes, indeed. Like, I don't have to wait before a situation happens. Sometimes you have to go before a situation may happen. Honestly, you do. And that's what I was telling Brian. You should have been getting checkups. Maybe you could have called whatever happened to you ahead of time before it happened to you. I wasn't being funny when I said that, and I wasn't being funny when I brought up that, the red shoe and the chicken salad, but I was just using that as an example so you can have some understanding what I was telling you. If I was to use that on the video, you wouldn't like that. But you took it as I was being funny, and I wasn't being funny. But you can talk about my father all you want to. Honestly, I never met the man. I may have longed for the man a few times, but I never met the man. I only see him in pictures. you know. And hey, whatever you got to say about him, it don't hurt me. It doesn't really hit on anything over here. You can even try to go in about anybody that you may seen in my family, but honestly, they don't know you, and they're not concerned about you in that way because they don't know you. So therefore you can continue to make your diss videos. It's all right with me because I'm not over here in shambles. I'm not mad. I'm not, depressed. I'm not sad. I don't know. I'm not over here not knowing how to feel. I'm not allowing strangers to mess up my day. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. Can't nobody look, really, in my eyes. Can't nobody really mess up my day, not unless they kept. Really not unless if they are bothering me so much, then they can't piss me off because I don't want to see you. You know. It's on. Look, I heard Deanna say this morning. It's on a certain time. Look, it's certain. I think she said it's certain. So it's only like a certain type of time she maybe want to put up with certain people. That's me too. It's only a certain type of time for me because after a certain time, shit, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. That I like my me time to myself. I don't want to see you. But yeah, I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just being honest. But you like to throw rocks and hide your hand and seem like you can't take back what you put out. So, expect the unexpected. You know, expect the unexpected. Just like you calling me all those names, expect the unexpected. When it comes to anybody coming at you, I mean, all the things that you done said, and you're over here displaying, what you actually are going through, which that should be private. That really should be private. But you want the whole world to see what you're going through. You can do your journey, but certain things should be kept privately. Honestly, if you ask me, I don't think it's our business to know what you got going on. Well, you can say you may want to share it, but you ain't got to show it. That's a difference. You ain't got to show it. I wouldn't be showing nobody nothing. No matter where, I may have to go take care of some business. Y'all ain't finna see that. For what? So y'all can go back and talk to me about my business on here and have me all irritated. No. I'ma save that for the ones that that want to be that open with the world. Go right ahead, do that. I ain't doing it. I don't see the point when I don't see the point when I see people doing that. What's the point of that? Keep some things to yourself. And I wish that old woman over there would keep some things to herself too, but she can't either. Something wrong with her. I ain't gonna lie to you, something's definitely wrong with her. Needs some help. But you know what? She too old. She is too old to be acting like that. So therefore, hey, she have to find it on her own. Okay? Because ain't nobody feeling sorry for that either. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for you. Look, when you pass a certain age, ain't nobody feeling sorry for you. If any damn thing, they look at you like you're sane or crazy. And nine times out of 10, it's a lot of crazies out here. Millions of them. Millions and millions and millions of them. Ugh. That's why it's important to pray. Stay on your knees daily, boy. Stay on your knees daily because there's some evil people out here. Some evil, destructive people out here that will cause you to lose everything. But ain't nobody finna cause me to lose every damn thing. Sure, look, go to the laws. If somebody want to continue to make threats and threaten you, okay, go to the laws on their ass, and they'll be sitting for a year or two in jail. They may even get some years, depending on how the outcome of the situation may come out. May occur. May occur. Sure, it depends. Hopefully, don't care too bad. Shoot. But yeah, you guys, I had to come back on here and give a little bit of rebuttal. I don't mind it. It's just a little light, because I'm not finna get all huffy and puffy. I got some other things in my head that I'm dealing with right now. I can't let that run my vibe. Hell no. Mm-mm. Hell no. Ooh, I'm just mad about this bill though. But this bill it's gonna have to get paid, and I gotta get this shit. I gotta get this stuff done before 2016. So it's October, November, and December. Woo, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, boy, and I'm trembling. Yes, indeed. But it will get taken care of. It will get taken care of. I'm just gotta depend on faith, boy. Gotta depend on faith. Yes, indeed. But you guys, it's been real. I'm gonna go back into my little corner for the time being. And hopefully grown ass men won't be on here crying and talking about the same old boring ass things again. You know how they do, you know. Oh, I forgive you and then I hate you. Oh, I forgive you, then I hate you. Do you forgive me? No, I don't forgive you. No, you forgive me? And another thing too, you guys. I want you guys to know this too as well. I do not want Shamar. What's wrong with just playing with a brother? I like to play with people that made it seem like I wanted them. And I bet you it's another crazy bam boom ass nigga thinking that, oh, look, see, look what he doing, look what he doing. Mm-hmm. Ugh. Nigga, I'm grown. Okay? Go out there and continue to do what you gotta do. Stay on your knees, nigga. Stay on your knees for the right reasons. And I'm talking about praying and not other things. Stay on your knees. On that note, you guys, I gotta go. Bye.